formula, and I just constantly check, am I following this? Right, so let's just say hypothetically, your goal is to get to 10,000 per month. First of all, I want you just to take a minute. Just take a minute and think, if you was earning 10,000 a month in your sleep, how would your life change? Just have a moment. Just have a moment to think about, like, what time would you wake up? Would you wake up when you were done sleeping? Or would you still have an alarm clock? Would you live where you're living right now? Or would you go and move abroad? Would you live, go and, do what I did? Got out of Birmingham immediately and went down to the beach. Right? You see that? No offense to any brothers in the room. I said, what's the first thing to do in Birmingham? The first thing you've got to do is go get out. What would you do? What clothes would you wear? What car would you drive? Would you invest money? Would you give money away to family? Right? What would you do? Would you retire your partner? Right? Would you put your kids through a traditional school? I don't know. Have a think about it. Right. So once you've decided that is the destination, that is the postcode. Imagine getting into a car without knowing where you're going. Sounds mad, doesn't it? Imagine men with a football, 2 teams, no goals. What we do? Kills. Look, what's the actual? Why are we here? Right, guys, think about this. Not only for you. No one in here, if you've got 2 brain cells, should leave this room without actually having a solid goal. Now, a goal is not a cap. Don't get it twisted. Well, there's no limit. I don't want to put a cap on it, guys. If you don't, this is not my information. Okay, don't go, oh, I don't agree with Jake. No one cares if you agree with me or not. I don't care if you agree with me or not. This is not Jake. I'm telling you what I've learned from billionaires. I've actually been with a billionaire and he teaches this stuff. I've seen him lose 100 million in front of my eyes and make 24 million back the next day. This is a true story. I'm from, you know what I mean? Like, this is actually, why do you think I'm like a bit delusional with this industry, this information? Because I can't unsee what I've seen. It's okay if you don't believe it or not, that's okay. That's between you and you. Most people don't have a goal. They don't know how much money they want to earn per month. They really don't. And if you don't have a goal, guess what? You're going to always accept the fact that you will be employed by someone who has a goal. Life's simple. You either have a goal or you work for someone who does. You get that? Super simple. Once you've decided, this is what I want, you need to now think, okay, cool. Number 1, who do you listen to? I'm not saying listen to me, okay? But what I'm saying is this. When I decided to make this, I could not listen to any of my friends. None of my parents, nobody, school teachers, nobody. Why? Not because I'm better than them. They don't have what I want. They don't know, but they don't know. If I was holding 2 oranges and you were like, Jake, can you give me 3 oranges? I can't, I've only got 2. I give people examples of that because it makes people think, like, no one can teach you how to make 10,000 a month in your sleep if they haven't done it yet. Right? So who do you listen to? Just because you listen to someone doesn't mean that they're better than you. You get that? They've just got experience. Maybe they got in 8 years ago. I got started 8 years ago. Today, in fact, I joined my birthday 8 years ago. So I was born 35 years ago, but I was reborn 8 years ago. You get that? I was reborn 8 years ago when I actually woke up to, oh shit, like, I'm basically a zombie. I'm alive, but I may as well be dead. Most people die at the age of 25, they're just not buried until 75. It's true, man. Who'd you listen to? Okay, see, when I decided that I wanted to get in good shape, I had to go to my coach and say, man, listen, first of all, I wasn't looking for an overweight guy. You get that? No, I was looking for someone who's in good shape. And then I said to him, hey, listen, you know, I want to get in good shape. Perfect. Second step. Now, this is when people get really twisted now. Teachability index. This is basically your willingness to learn times your willingness to change. See, people love learning, they hate changing. They hate changing. If I said to you, hey man, listen, you got to stop dressing like that. Nah man, it's me. Right, cool. See, gone. I'm gonna forget, I used to show up to events, cap on backwards, you know, like wearing ripped jeans and stuff. It's okay now because I'm making money, but before I wasn't. I had to like sort of like change. So bro, if you stay cool, you'll stay broke. I don't forget my mentor saying that. In that moment, I had a choice. Do I listen to the broke person in the mirror? Think about it. People mean to themselves, hey man, I think, yeah, but you also working for someone else, bro. Hey man, I don't think, that's cool, bro. That's why probably why you're in the room, because you don't think. You get what I'm saying? I get people to like really wake up. Sometimes it hurts people's feelings. It is what it is. I needed someone to speak to me the way I communicate, right? Willingness to change. Are you willing to learn? Are you willing to change? Are you willing to change habits? Are you willing to sacrifice your birthday to come do an event? Do you know what I mean? Are you willing to? I'm 8 years in, so I'm still on these. I remember like Finn was like, nah, listen, bro, we've got to do the event on the Saturday, you know, because I'm thinking basics, willingness to learn, willingness to change. You get that? You got to be willing to change. You got to be willing to give up, to go up. The story, the spider monkey. I showed it on the call the other day. Spider monkey. They tried to catch spider monkeys for ages, and they couldn't figure out how to catch them. Turns out they found out that spider monkeys, they love candy. So they put little jars in the jungle. And they put a little piece of candy inside the jars, and the hole was just big enough for them to fit the hand in. But when they grabbed the candy, they couldn't get it out because, you know, they balled the fist. So the spider monkey would do it, and then the guy would just catch it. And the moral of the story is, are you willing to let go of things to have freedom? You get that? Sometimes it's friends. Sometimes it's group chats. You know? Sometimes it's... Someone's like, yeah, my group chats. I remember leaving the dad's group chat, man. That was a big deal for me. Well, oh man. But like, I still want to have the same friends. That's okay, man. Just let go of that. Guys, you can still have this, but you can't. You have to love people from a distance, because you will. If you're hanging around people that are not living the life you want, you're gonna catch their thinking. This is why people don't. You see the percentages. 5% only make it. Why? Because of this. This is what I said at the very beginning. You have to care more about winning for your family. Forget you, your family. More than you care about the girls, more than you care about the lads. There's still 40-year-olds want to be one of the lads. It's embarrassing. So, number 3. This is where things get like fun as well. Number 3. There's 2 sides to success. Right? You've got the physical and you've got the spiritual. You know what it is with me? I don't like wasting time either. So if I'm gonna do an hour in the gym, I'm gonna be super productive in the gym. Why? Because I'd rather be with my family. I'd rather, you know what I mean? Don't sacrifice time away from your family to waste time. Come home with results. Come home with results. Physical. This is actually 1%. This is 99%. The cool thing about this industry, this is why Jake Parton was able to get to 6 figures in this industry, because it's so simple. Like, it's very, very simple. In fact, it's too simple that a lot of people who are like, you know, got good grades in school, they actually struggle with this industry. Marty's like, I'm smart. Yeah, Marty's actually very, very smart, but like she's actually like also got common sense as well. So she's like, no, I'm going to use my intelligence to like build the business rather than like sabotage, which most people do. But here's how it is. Ready for this? So what do we do, Jake? I get started today. What happens? Well, first of all, who do you know that wants to travel the world, make money, maybe quit their job, maybe get to 6 figures? I don't know, maybe change generational curse, maybe pay off a credit card, get a better car, whatever. Who do you know that wants to be around, you know, just level up in life, right? You're going to make a list of people and you're going to invite them to take a look at this. You're going to invite them to take a look at this. This is how simple it is. I want you to imagine you get started, right? You're brand new, you don't know anything. All you know is that this is not possible where you are right now, and it is here. That's all you know. You're going to call up one of your friends. Hey, listen, just left an event. this thing just blew my mind, man. I'm really excited about it. I'm all in. Let me ask you a question. If there was a genuine way for you to make more money this year, would you want to at least know more about it, yes or no? Yeah. You see that? If you ask that, if you can just master, see, I used to learn the lyrics, you know Miss, the rapper? I used to learn all his lyrics to songs, just get him rich. If you learn the lyrics to what I've just said, if you can just copy that, and the thing is, we give you this anyway. You know, the ones that we actually give you the scripts. If you just follow what we say, you don't need skill to build this business, you need courage. You get that? You don't need skill, you need courage. Can you copy? Can you do what they do? If you do what people do, say what they say, you get what they get every single time. True story, man. So, hey, if there was a genuine way for you to make money this year, would you want to at least check it out, yes or no? Yes, perfect. They come along, or they come to a room like this, or they jump on a webinar, right? It's not going to be you that presents elite. Let me tell you a true story. I went to Wagamama's last week or the week before. There was a couple just sat next to us, and they had a baby. Obviously, I've got 2 kids, so I'm like, oh, cute baby. You know, how old's your baby? I've got 7 months old. Name's Finley, actually. Finley. I was like, oh, no way. Amazing. So what do you guys do? I said, I show people how to earn an extra income from home. And she was like, okay, how? I said, well, I'm not going to get into it right now. I'm eating my chicken katsu curry. But have you got WhatsApp? She was like, yeah, I got WhatsApp. Got her fella's WhatsApp. 2 hours later, so this is what I've said so far. 2 hours later, hey bro, this is Jake. I met you in Wagamama's. I remember you saying you wanted to take a look at what I did. What are you doing tonight in 2 hours time, 8 o'clock tonight? We've got a webinar happening. One of the mentors, who's like, in fact, he's made like $100 million in the industry, bro, he's an absolute beast. He's going to be sharing the presentation from A to Z. If I was to send you the link and account you to be there, he was like, yeah, I'll be there. He jumped to the webinar. After the webinar, I gave him a call. It's a true story, man. Hey, yes, Holly. Hi, mate, you good? Amazing. What did you like best? So, this is the close. Don't worry, we give you this word for word as well. What did you like best about what you saw? Everything, man. Like, travel, making money. I didn't know this thing was, I was the same when I saw it, but it blew my mind. I said, let's get you started. You went, let's do it. Got started. So imagine the whole process. I didn't even say the word elite. I didn't say business. I didn't say opportunity. I didn't say anything. There's a saying in the business: don't be a fool. Use the tool. Why? He's now joined, and he's witnessed, because he can never say to me now, I can't do it. I can't do what you do. You can never say those words. You can't do what I do, bro. You can't point people to a webinar, collect a decision. If you can't point people to a webinar, collect a decision, I'd give up freedom, bro. That goal, that aspiration of yours. I just get very used to clocking in, clocking out, mate. Or take a look at your kids, take a look at your family and say, do you know what? Am I willing to learn how to invite people to take a look at the information? You see that? You see how I think? It's so simple. I know it sounds too good to be true. I get it. And if it does sound to be true, it probably is for you. Like I say, I'm not after everyone. I'm after 1 or 2 people that want to raise their hand and say, take me after 6 figures. That's actually one of my mentor's lines. Okay, so close, super simple. Okay, once they join, guess what we're going to do? We're going to train them up. How do you train them up? I can't do it. I know. Me and Curtis will. You see that? We will. We'll show them what to do. We're going to help you. Let's say, for instance, you bring someone in. You bring 2 people here, and one person here, and they look at you and go, well, I want a free subscription as well. They're going to do the same thing. They're going to bring in, right? If they just did what you did, now look at your team. I said to Finley, I said, how many people you brought in so far? He said 7. I said, well, that's a lot. That's actually really good. Imagine if there was 7 bring in 7. This is not affiliate marketing, this is teamwork marketing. This is affiliate marketing on steroids. Seriously, you can get to 10,000 a month by just bringing in 3 people left, 3 people right. It's not about you knowing a lot of people. I have people talk to me, they try and talk themselves out of it all the time. I don't know a lot of people. Yeah, that's perfect for you. I don't have a lot of time. You can't invite people to take a look at you. It's perfect for you then. Well, I don't know what you know. That's okay. We're going to do that. It's perfect for you then. I don't have a lot of money. It's perfect. It's only £135. You don't need money to get started in this. I don't like the subscription. How much you pay for your phone? How much do you pay for your car? How much do you pay for your Netflix? It's not about money, it's about desire, it's about priorities. Elite should be your number one priority subscription in your expenses. That's the number one, most important one. Why? Because without that, there's no freedom. If not this, then what? For real, man. You just got to think logical about it. All right, so now guys, this is the thing though. Ready for this? What's over here? Goals, attitude. See that? You can't have a negative attitude and expect a positive life. I have people, no one's joining me, man. I'm like, bro, I'm not surprised. You wouldn't join you. You're a big fat no. Do you know what I mean? Like, you got to at least be like, I always say this, well, I'm not going to, don't do it, love. No one's going to join you anyway. You know what I mean? It's like, it's always the people that like, that they, I don't want to, because they know deep down that they're not worth following. You see that? You've got to become someone. This is actually what Jake Parton was most excited about in this industry. I'm excited to become someone. It wasn't about the money. It was, I'm excited to find out, because this is my goal here. I'm excited to find out, like right now, I'm creating this version of Jake. You see that? What version of Jake does not need to be? Where he's got 10 six-figure earners, he's got 6 people in his business making 10,000 a month. What version of Jake is that? You get that? So you need to become someone that people say, you know what? Yes, it's not what you do, it's who you do it with. We could be selling Coca-Cola. Alex Morton could have called me and said, Jack, listen, we're doing this new brand, it's called Flola Cola. It's going to be crazy. I'm like, bro, I'm in. You in? Yeah, I'm in. You get that? Why? It's not what you do, it's who you do it with. Okay, that's actually very, very true. Okay, attitude. This is your mindset. Okay. Well, what if it doesn't work? What if it does? What if it does? Well, what if they don't get the trip at the end of the year? Who's thought that? Who's had that objection? What if they don't get the trip at the end of the year? What if they do? You get that? Like, guys, the world could end tomorrow. You can't live like that. You can't live like that. All right? It's more risky getting into your car today and driving. Like, genuinely. Mindset. This is everything. Mindset's literally 99% of it. The frequency you're on. You can't. If you go to your car, I don't know. Does anyone even listen to the radio anymore?
I do.
Yeah. What stations?
Greatest hits, smooth.
Smooth. I knew it.
I like old music.
Yeah. So like I used to listen to like I used to be aware of it. Kerrang, like the rock music. And you got like Galaxy. Remember those, yeah? Imagine putting Kerrang on and Chris Brown's on there. It's not going to happen, is it? You're not going to find R&B on a rock station, right? You can't. So that's frequencies. So meaning you can't find poverty on a prosperity frequency. Meaning like in Nottingham, what's like the wealthiest area of Nottingham? What's like the nicest place?
Yeah. West Bridgeford.
Where, sorry?
West Bridgeford.
West Bridgeford.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if I lived in Nottingham, I'd be going to West Bridgeford like all the time. Why? Just to smell it. Just to be around it. Just to see it. Just to touch it. Just a bit like might bump into some people. Do you know what I mean? Have conversations. Have a coffee. I bet the coffee tastes different there. Literally. Why? Because you have to tune into prosperity. You have to tune into it. The chances of you becoming wealthy are actually scientifically greater if you start to hang around wealth. This is the 99% of it. Having a dream board, having a goal card. Having a goal card, I've got loads of goal cards. Goal cards. A goal card is basically a card that you write your goal on it. Simple. Out of sight, out of mind. What you see every day is what you're going to be every day. What you tune into, you turn into. You see that? What's entertaining you is training you. So instead of listening to Mist, I listen to podcasts. Little things like that. You have to change your mindset. This whole journey is a rearrangement of the mind. Let's say, for instance, this is your stinking thinking that you got from your mom, your dad, your teachers, your co-workers, your friends. This is just thinking. This represents the results that you've got right now. If you want, let's say, for instance, to get to 25k, 50k a month, you need to pour new information into your subconscious mind. But if I just dropped let's do it right now. What is this? You see that? That hasn't changed. So your physical eyes, you can't see a change in that, but you know, on some scientific level, that has actually got a little bit lighter. You know that? Like you can comprehend that that's actually got lighter on some level, but you can't see it. You see that? So these books here, you can't just read them once and expect to get rich. You can't just come to these events once and expect to get rich. You can't just go to the wealthy areas once. You have to constantly reprogram it, because eventually you will know, if I kept pouring water into that, the Coke will eventually come out and it will just be water. That's how you change your life. But if you're living two lives, because if I was to put, here we go, ready for this? Two lives, one drop of Coke. Oh shit, it's actually changed it. You see that? That's what I'm saying. What? Oh shit. Can't be tasted. But it's clear to see, man. This is what I'm saying. You can't do two. You've got to go all in. There's a saying. To be balling. Everyone's heard it before, though. To be balling, you have to be all in. That's the truth. So you have to be all in. You have to make a decision. Okay, so obviously work on your skill set, or copying and pasting, essentially. And then lock in on your goal, what you want. Tune into the calls we've got. You know, I did a mindset call the other day. We've got a whole system in place. Read the books that I recommend. Work at your mind. And the last thing, guys, really is time. And time just stands for things I must experience. There's like 4 levels to learning. The first one is you are an unconscious incompetent. Unconscious. Leah's like, you're going to type that. I'm not even going to try and spell that. Unconscious incompetent. Okay. This is my son right now. He doesn't even know that he can't drive. He doesn't even know. He's not aware of. It's just like living life. He's not aware of it. He's an unconscious incompetent. Now, when he gets to about 6, I'm not too sure. We'll get 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever. He's going to become aware that he can't drive. This is the next level. So the next level is you're a conscious incompetent now. You're aware. Oh shit! But for me, I was like plodding along, working mornings, afternoons, and nights, building Range Rovers. And then the strangest secret came on. Oh, Nightingale. We become what we think about. The key to success and failure is that we become what we think about. I was thinking, shit, like, I've put myself in this situation. Not my mom, not my dad. I've actually created this. Now, I went from being you can't escape from a prison if you don't know you're in one. Right? I've become aware that I was in a prison of my own making here. The next one, once you become aware of it, like for example, if this is new to you, completely new, you cannot now ever complain about money. You get that? Let's just say you don't get started today. It's great. It's okay. We're not like trying to force you to join our church or anything like that. It doesn't really matter. It's just information. If you don't decide to join today, it's great. But you cannot ever complain about money and then look yourself in the mirror, like again, because you just decided to turn down wealth. You get that? So if you can live with that, I can't really live with that. So like, some people can hear their wife say like, "Oh, I'm struggling here," or "Can't afford this." I can't hear that. We can't do this. I don't. Hear my mom and no, I can't hear it. It's my fault. It's my responsibility to go out there and win. Next level is conscious competent. Now you're learning the skills. You've joined. You're reading the books. You're learning. You're realizing shit. Look, I need to change a lot. The more you know, the more you know you don't know. You constantly learn. Like for example, you know when I prospected that guy in Wagamama's. Honestly, I'm not thinking I'm going to recruit him in my business. You know, I'm thinking I'm going to develop the skills. I'm sharpening my skills. So basically, people that are focused on growth versus just the result, they're the ones that win long term. They focus on the process more than the prize. You get that? Because God knows that you can handle the prize if you're focused on process. If you just focus on the prize, God knows that you might fumble it because that's all you care about. You need to be focused on becoming the best version of you. So if I was to see you in the bar and I think that you look sharp, I'm going to come over and compliment you because I want to build my confidence. I want to build my skill set. I want to stay sharp. That's the key. Conscious competent. And number 4, what happens is this: when you do that over and over and over and over and over again, you become an unconscious competent. Now you're winning by habit. You see that? Like to me, I didn't have any notes. I didn't have this planned out. I didn't even know I was going to do this sort of thing. I just literally showed up. I've done it that many times. it's not that I've got memory, it's habitual now. You see that? Super simple concept. So that's the event, man. That's the event. I know we got, like I say, we got a builders event in London on May 9th.